Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be creating my original character Gil, and I'm just going to be doing a very fast-paced sketch of her for this one. This is going to be the thumbnail. So first we got the head, the body, and say here she's looking probably at the camera, the wink, and then I'll draw this. And then let's go draw the what was it? Oh yeah, her arms. I mean, of course she needs arms. Who She's like heck terrifying without them. Actually, she's a ghoul, so maybe it wouldn't be that far-fetched. And also, I want to talk about my character Ghil really quick. So she's a ghoul, and she likes flowers. And if you guys been looking at one of the shorts, there's one called Ghoul. She is the ghoul in that flip a clip animation I made, and I was thinking about creating her as one of my original characters, and so I guess she gets manifested into becoming a little addition to my character club that I have. And in one of my in my more recent videos, I have the guy I was voicing over. His name is Earn, Aurn. That's his name, and I used him as the avatar I was speaking through in that video, and that was, I think, my first. Well, not really my first, but is the first character I use to be officially used on this channel, and so I think Gil will be another one of those characters that I'll be using, not really as a voiceover, because it's Gil's a girl, and it's a little weird that I'm if I was going to voice over it, but I was thinking of just using her as one of probably part of a skit that I might make, or I would say I guess you can call it a skit, but I want to use her as like a background character of some sort, like in one of my videos, as like a another subject in my videos. And I don't know if people, I think people have done that already, but I wanted to have like a little, how would say, like, it's almost like not really a family, it's more like a little group where there's a bunch of people who hang out with each other in my fictional world anyway. Let's see here. I guess her pose right here for her hand can be just a little, I don't know about a peace sign, but I guess so. Let's make her hand a little bigger. Okay, now we have a little pose here, and I guess I'll make her torso a little smaller. Okay, so as I was saying, she's gonna be part of my little group, or my little yeah, I would say club, that I will continue adding more characters in there as I go, or as I grow my channel and make more videos. And so because of that, there'll be more videos like this. And hopefully I don't bore you too much with this live commentary where I don't have a script or whatever, or any like interesting stuff to say like right off the bat. But I just want to talk to you guys about why I'm making this character and the process that went into making this character. Alright. So that's gonna be the general sketch, what she's gonna look like. And let's do my rough line art, where I'll still use like the pencil tool, but except try to polish a bit more for my final line art and see how the overall silhouette looks, because that's how people create characters, is usually by silhouettes. No, I don't want her to have little that. Maybe I just make it standard. Alright, draw the hair down here, it kind of flows down, like, you know how gravity pulls it down. So her shape's going to be a little smaller. Alright. Yeah, I should probably fix the arm right here. It looks a little weird when her arm sticks out too much. So I think like this is better. At least it flows nicely with the arm that flow down here, then goes right here into a little pose right here. And then after that, I can focus on this arm and look at the pose. So see the thing right here. And the thumb. Then goes down to an arm. Maybe it's a little big here. I'll see. Okay, goes down. Maybe a little bit up, like that. There you go. Maybe that fits a little bit better. Maybe make this one a little smaller. I think that's how it goes. goes behind her, and then the hair goes down her torso all the way down, because she has long hair, and so everything will go down with it too. Goes down here, goes down. I don't know. Maybe I should go. Maybe I should go over because since she has long hair, I don't know. Maybe she'll push it out for her arm to stick out. Yeah, I think that's better. Has more, I would say, general appeal to it. Or maybe it could be unique if I let the arm flow down her arm. But I think it's better if I do it behind her arm instead, because I think it'll be less complicated. Alright, let's go draw her head. Draw her nose. Let's go draw her eyes. And then this one goes a little bit lower. I would say the eyebrows a little bit lower because she's winking or closing her eyes. Whatever they say. So that will be it. And then if you don't know, she has white eyes, nose, mouth, and black body, I would say, because she's more of a ghoul in a way of more mysterious part, not really like undead, like an undead creature as commonly for ghouls. I guess for her type of ghoul, it's more like a more dark bodied skin or whatever. For her type of ghoul, and there are I'll say character sheets, not really sheets, but like little things I did for her that I would say makes her looks like I did some, and I made her have more of a innocent I would say personality. Yeah, personality. I think that's the right word. Have a more innocent personality, very outgoing, very kind, gentle. Okay. You see, guys, I'm not very good at drawing female bodies. I'm having trouble learning, especially the chest area. I'm having trouble with that. Like what I did there, that because I erased all of that because let's just say that it was drooping down a lot, and it doesn't look. I think this one looks better like this. like that. Okay, that's fine. So now this is the rough line art so far. It's not too bad. Now let's go get rid of sketch and lower the opacity for the rough line art, and now let's go get into the final line art, and I'll be getting a more defined pencil to go outline her character. And her hair color is kind of like light bluish, so it's not really baby blue. It's more similar to baby blue. No, not really baby blue. It's more like similar to lighter, like kind of like cyan-ish, not really, but somewhere around there is what her hair color looks like. I don't know if that's certainly appealing, but I would say it looks kind of good on her. I think. Because it contrasts her black body with a kind of bright blue hair. And plus, I think the overall look is kind of cute in a way. Goes down here. That looks kind of weird. Hold on. Yeah, hands are a little bit complicated to draw. Okay. I think that's right. I don't know. Perhaps. Let's draw this last one a little smaller, because that's where her pinky's at. Okay. Maybe her hand's a little. I don't know. I'm not that good, but I'm trying my best here. So then it goes down. Okay, let's go say hips kind of extend wide right here. Hips extended wide right here. Alright. Now that that's out of the way, let's go do her right arm. Okay. Now on to the hard part, the hands. So here goes protrude up, the thumb goes protruding up. This, then the thumb, Right, now I do the harder part, which is getting the rest of the fingers. Alright, there you go. Now the index fingers. Oh wait, I gotta erase this part because I haven't drawn out her other fingers yet. There you go. Then I can draw the rest of it right here. Goes down. Past her hand. Let's draw this part. Go down. Behind her arm. Like that. Like that. Boom. Boom. Or boom. Hey, boom. Okay. Alright, cool. Now her face should be not bad because I already drawn out what her face should look like. Maybe the ear right here, a little part of the ear I can show, and then her eyes. Actually, her eyes are white, so I'm gonna just okay, hold on. So scaling proportion wise, it's kind of like this and this. I think she's gonna be looking at the camera. Like that. For winking eyes, like that. There you go. Not exactly in proportion, but this is about what I think. Maybe it's leaning too much on like that side, so let's just do like that. And extend it around here so it looks like she's more kind of like leaning this way like that. All right. So now let's go color in the body first anyway. So what I do first is I color the base part of her body, which is gonna be black, but I'm not gonna do it fully black. I'm gonna do like close to black, maybe grayer on the grayer side, so I can see where her hair is. Because if I just color it all black, I can't really see the line. So let's go to the base color, color in like that. And now I can color in her hair. So let's do that really quick. I do not remember exactly the color of her hair, but it's around this color. And oh, I gotta go configure my little pen or painting brush really quick. Should I do Gaussian? Maybe not. I like it more bold. So now let's go get started on painting her hair. So I like to roughly color in the middle, so I don't go too out, too in, like not hitting too much of her body. Otherwise it would be a pain to erase. So after that I would of course zoom in a little bit, get in the rest of it. Then this hair is protruding out a little bit, so let's do that. Color in that. You know what? I'm just trying my best not to paint too much outside, but I need to be more bold and do in more quicker strokes, so I don't put too much time on smaller details, because that'll be a little time consuming and I don't want to have to do that. So like right here, or I'm going to be lowering the size really quick and coloring in here. Okay, now color in there. Make sure it's kind of neat. Alright, I think I'm spending too much time this side. Alright, let's go down. Now I'll go put my size a little bit bigger, color in the rest of the edges of her hair, or the rest of her hair, not the edges. And then, oh wait, that's right, this is also part of her hair too, right here. So I gotta color in this part too. Even if you, like, let's just say paint inside and accidentally get either too much of the paint in there, I would say it shouldn't be too bad. Like, you can always put, like, let's just say if I put too much blue in this part of her body, then I would say it shouldn't be too much big deal. I think you should paint in like whatever skin tone it is here. Like, for example, like if I put too much blue here, then I could just color it with black and get rid of it, or, you know, gray. Oh no, let me do this really quick. Gray, and then just fill it in, and it shouldn't be too bad to fill in every single part where it's kind of doing that. So yeah. Oh, and I forgot to do some things with the line art, which is drawing in the rest. Oops. Let me go see. Okay. Let's go draw this in. And then let's go draw this in. There you go. Or actually, like this. There you go. Or actually, like that. There you go. Maybe the little bit shoulder bump there's a little awkward. Maybe like do a little smoother. I think that's better. like that. So after I drew this, go back to the base color and then get my paint tool and then go back to this color. Sure everything is nice, filled. Okay, I think I got most of it on a base color. So now let's go back to gray and fill out whatever is sticking out. And as an artist, sometimes we can get the feeling of, or not get the feeling of, but we're doing too much. And so we start to feel guilty and make a little bit of mistakes. But I think it's fine that we can move on from small mistakes that we can probably, it's probably easier to just leave it there than to fix it, because it might take too much time. It's very time consuming doing these types of art, because you have to keep looking back and make sure that every single detail is I don't like to use the word, but perfect. A lot of art is not perfect. Oh, the biggest mistake I made is not drawing this part of her hair. Uh-oh, my mistake, guys. But as I was saying, perfect art can never happen, I would say, because there will be mistakes and it won't be perfect, but for some reason we try to achieve perfection, even though being perfect is actually kind of impossible. It's like how people think AI art is not perfect, even though it has decently good coloring, but there's just a lot of inaccuracies or mistakes that AI makes, which doesn't make it perfect, which I guess people are some people are trying to make AI take over artists, which is, you know, it's kind of stupid in my opinion, because that probably won't happen, because in all of our lives we know that we watch one movie and it's made by humans, and usually we can relate to it because the person who made it is human and has relatable experiences to us. If you were as an AI of their personal opinion, I wouldn't say personal, it's more like it uses Google to look for trends and stuff that people search for. But if you were to ask AI to make a movie, then it'll just look kind of either generic or it doesn't feel very human. So I would say that in that little area I have no expertise on for AI, that I do not think that artists should be perfect, because sometimes, or I would say striving for perfection is not really good, because we can never be perfect. Like even very good movies or art, there's always some sort of inaccuracy or mistake that an artist can put into their artwork, and mistakes are inevitable. Like we all make them. So there's no reason to strive for perfection, because we will eventually make a mistake and then we'll beat ourselves over it, and which is not really a good thing to do. And so what I'm saying here is I'm getting a little off topic here because um, I'm relating to this personally because I have tried to make things perfect in the past. Right now I'm just doing things that I like and seeing if and posting it on the internet and see if people will enjoy it as well as I do. Like, for example, I want people to enjoy this piece of art that I'm making right now for Ghil, because I think it's fun to make, rather, or because or maybe it's not appealing to others, but I think it's fun to make. And so I try to do my best and accommodate to not only myself but to others as well, for usually for fun. And so being perfect is actually a unhealthy way of thinking while you do art. And while I'm talking about don't be perfect, I'm trying to get little pieces of things, but that's just my little thing, and I should avoid trying to make too much of these little things. I mean, I think that these little features in here can actually stick out, which is not good, so I'm trying to zoom out and zoom back in and see if the little mistakes are noticeable. Because if the mistakes are barely noticeable, then don't bother trying to fix them too much. You can try to fix them a little bit and see if it looks a little bit better, but don't try too much, because it won't be necessarily good for your mental state, because you'll think that specific thing needs to be perfect, and you start redoing again, and then you get tired of it, and then you don't really feel you don't feel like having fun anymore when you make a piece of art. So I recommend just going over a little bit of mistakes and fixing the ones that is actually noticeable and should change, and see and look at your art from a bigger perspective and see how it looks. I think that's all I'm saying. As an artist myself and a previous perfectionist that I'm no longer am, because making things too much perfect is kind of tiresome. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people can relate to that as well. Okay, I gotta get rid of this little thing. Okay, I think right here is fine. So now I want to color in some parts completely black on her body. Maybe down here is fine. But I also want to make her arms. I mean, her arms are kind of like a little bit splayed out, and like there's some space, so you can tell that they are arms or not. But there's some poses like closed stance poses where the arm's not sticking out, where yeah, I should like make those individual parts shine out by making it either depending on the color, a darker or lighter shade. Like if I was using black, then yeah, I'll use gray, on a more gray side, to make her arms or whatever limbs I want to stand out. But I think doing this is fine, because I can see what her pose is without needing to not really outline, but show the form too much, because the silhouette already shows the form already. And yeah, I made a little mistake here and I tried to redo it, but you know what? Let me restart it really quick. All right. And of course, don't go too fast like I'm doing. Just go at a pace where you make not too much of a mistake. Just do a little light and a little slow, so you don't make bad mistakes that that will be obvious in your work, and then you have to put more time into making it better, as I was saying, or making it as it should be. To take too much time to making these mistakes, but it's okay. We all do it. So now, after making this, I have to decide whether or not I can actually see the form of what she's doing. So if I were to zoom out and imagine the rest of her body black, then I would say I can see it. So I have no problem of just coloring everything black, but maybe I could leave like a little bit of parts gray just to show a little bit of form. Even though, like, lore wise, she's completely black because of how she what do we call it, is made. It's not really a human-like feature to be all black. Like completely, and have literal white eyes and mouth and whatever, and also like completely blue hair. Like this is quote unquote natural. Not really. She's a ghoul. Not well, yeah. Never mind. Fine. She's natural. She has natural blue hair. So yeah, she's not really normal like us humans. She's a ghoul. End of story. Anyways. So back to what I was talking about. So I also want to talk about her backstory, I guess. I mean, I'm still developing that. But I have a rough idea. Okay, so hear me out. So Ghil, that's her name, is a ghoul that came from I would say she was made from, I would say, her death. I would say she's a manifestation of her feelings / emotions before she died or right when she died. And usually I don't know how they say it, but in a when ghosts linger around, I would say they usually linger because they have a certain emotion like anger or fear or something strong, right? So they have a sort of strong emotion right after, right when they die. I think that's how it is. So right when they die, they have a emotion or strong emotion that comes off of them, and then when they're angry, they feel vengeful, and so their soul or spirit lingers on in our world, and that's how the legends say it. So I would say that when Ghil died, I guess she sort of felt a I would say guilt of some sort. I'm not sure what it is. I haven't fully developed her story yet, but I would say she felt some sort of guilt right when she dies, and that's how she lingers on to be a ghoul. And I guess here, it's fine to show a little bit of gray here, because if I color this completely black, I mean, I guess you can see what her pose is. Like if I do it completely black like this, oops, completely black like this, but it won't necessarily show like her fingers. So maybe I should just leave it slightly gray so it stands out a little bit. Okay, yeah, I think that's a better idea. Yep, if I just leave it a little bit gray, like it kind of transition out from the black to gray-ish. So I guess, yeah, I can show a little bit of form here. Okay, cool. Alright, then I can color the rest of this area black because we can already see what she looks like without needing to see the full form. And then let's go make it smaller so I can do the edges really quick. I know people can see this from afar because if I zoom out, then it's, and then I kind of have it like right here, then it's noticeable. So I should fill out the missing gaps, spaces, make her character look more proportional. Don't put too contrasting colors unless you intentionally put them in a more colorful art than this, because she's not as colorful except for her hair. I think her hair is very colorful, which is kind of cool, I would say, as a ghoul. Bluish color, bluish tone, kind of symbolizes a little bit on her state as a ghoul, like basically undead, I would say. A little bit of special powers. On my short, she can go through like blue flowers, basically enveloping them, and then transport, I would say. Yeah, so transport using her powers of blue flowers, I guess. And here, I guess I can black out this part. And leave the palm a little bit lighter than the thumb. And the fingers I can do a little bit, as long as they don't cover the hand, the thumb too much. And if you do see some mistakes I'm doing in while doing this, please tell me in the comments what I should do better, because right now I'm still learning. I'm like a novice, not really a beginner. I'm far from a beginner. I'm more like between intermediate and a novice. Basically, I got experience, but I'm not like that good. Let's see, make this a little bit gray. Make the palm down here a little gray. Make it transition a little bit. Okay. Now go here, color everything else black. Any edges that looks too gray and it stands out. Okay. Okay. So overall it looks fine. Maybe darken this area. Okay, I think that's fine for now. Let's show a little bit of form here. And so now I have to put this face into hers. So let's go do that really quick. Face. Gotta name my layer really quick. Now let's do white. Let's see how I do. Oh, see a little bit over here. Alright, let's do white. Up here, eyebrows. Maybe it looks a little bit too flat. Maybe I should just curve it like this. Okay. Hmm. Hold on. Yeah, I definitely need to fix her face. So let's just say her eyes are right here. It's a little troublesome. Let's see. I'm having a little bit of trouble. Even though I'm the one who literally made this. Okay. Alright, I'll do like that. Jesus. I apologize for the lack of commentary, because I'm focusing way too much. And I think it's because I have trouble with coming up with my with my own freaking characters, like especially design. Like I do not have exactly a full character sketch or chart for her, so she's mostly unfinished. But this is roughly of what I have right now. Let's see. Okay. Move her nose up, up. Make her eyes a little bit bigger. Eyelash a little bit like that. Let's go make the pupils. Yeah, I think I should fix her eyes. Jeez, I cannot make up my mind right now. Like, I'm trying to make it look cute without looking creepy. And do it like this is fine. Alright, so now I get her. Wow. So yeah, this is I don't know how long this took. Let me go check. Yeah, I was quite. Oh shoot! It's been an hour. Yeah, so all of this took me about an hour. Her eyes mostly took me like 10 minutes to make. I don't know why, but it was sort of. No, it's not really confusing, but it's sort of tricky how to get her eyes right. Looks fine here, but it would have looked a little bit better. So yeah, I'm gonna be at this for a while. Maybe if I make the iris a little short. Nope. Like that. Nope. Looks a little off. Alright. Alright, now she's done. So, look at that. She's not bad. I managed to mess up a little bit on some parts. But I think she turned out kind of good. Alright, that's cool. So now, let's go do the background. What type of places she's gonna be in? She likes flowers, so let's say a patch of green grass. So now, let's go do that really quick. Why am I in hand mode? Anyways. Okay. After, let's just say I just put like a hill right here behind her, and I'm gonna have some grass and some flowers, of course, because she loves flowers. Then the whole entire place right here, let's go do some darkened for grass. Let's do some grass really quick. This is not exactly an ideal thing to do, but I just do a little bit of quick swipes as grass. Do a little thicker for the ones in front or the ones that have shadow. This one. This one right here. I know that it's not very conventional. It's kind of a slow process in making grass look like this, but as long as it's not an animation, I think it should be fine. Because illustration, or at least I can do whatever I want. But of course, not to say that I don't follow rules or whatever, but it's more like shouldn't be focused too much on some stuff. And there's the things in the background. Maybe I don't have to exactly do the same thing as the ones I did in the foreground. But I should make a little bit of effort to create some sort of grassy texture with just this paint tool, and of course in the background as well. And of course I'm just doing some random strokes, as grass are random. Like if you were to see grass, it's not exactly, they don't exactly have a pattern. It's more like a spring, like a sprout type of, not really pattern, but more like a random, more like unpredictable shapes and direction. Okay, now let's go do, let me go group the background really quick. Now for these ones, now I can do the trees. So let's just say I'll put it between this here. So let's go to here, go to brown-ish color. Now with a liner, I'm gonna go erase this really quick because I don't need it anymore. Now let's go here. Actually, I'm gonna go do the sky really quick. Cannot forget about that. Let's do like some sort of surreal color. Let's do like this color as the main one. Then I can do like a darker blue. Those things are like the wind / cloud. Well, I'll say clouds. Yeah, I'll just say clouds. So it'll be like this little surreal like environment. Let's do like a lighter blue. It's almost like, how to say, the environment is almost ghostly like with the bluish tones to it. And it would kind of help the environment. Let's do a little bit, let's go change our hills a little bit into making it more like, the grass is kind of reflecting off of the hills are reflecting off of the sky, I would say. And so it would have this slight tone. I wouldn't say slight. Well, yeah, I would say slight. Hold on, let me go a little bit like here, here, then color the hills. More like that. All right. Alright, now after doing a little bit of artwork for her, now let's go do a little bit of highlighting, I would say. Like where some of her features will reflect off of the environment, like such as the green grass. And it has to be a little soft, I would say. Very, very soft texture. All right. Alright, after that, I can go down here, reflect. Okay, now after doing a little bit of texturizing on, oh, totally forgot about the under part of her hair, which is going to be a little darker, so let's go do that really quick. Darker shade, a little saturated like that. Hold on, go back to the base colors. Alright, turn down the size. Get the rest of it. After that's done, oh yeah, and I should have noticed that the light from her hair is also bouncing on her skin as well. So maybe on her face I can put a little bit of blue. And then after that, I can go put in a little bit of bounce light right here. Maybe make it a little subtle, like make it darker. Darker. Like that. I guess that's fine. Maybe reflect it off her cheek a little bit. Okay. Go here. And the, what was it? Oh yeah. I should also focus on her hair as well. And then of course I'm going to draw the texture of her hair as well. Can't forget that. Now let's go make her colors a little bit more better. So let's go click on her hair and kind of like look at this, make it darker, turn it to a little bit of this, then reflect it. It's like this. Okay, so after doing a little bit of these highlights, I think she should be almost done. Actually, she might, I think I might leave it like this. I think this is better, so the features make it a little bit more subtle. Okay. What I could do is make her a little bit bigger. That looks kind of interesting. Okay, there you go. I was gonna say, like, oh yeah, I was just putting textures, fixing some stuff, I would say. But look at that. It's pretty cool. Kind of fits the whole like ghoulish little vibe and the love for her nature. And of course, I forgot about the flowers. So let's go do a little bit of that. Perhaps I could scrape this around and make it look like that there's some sort of texture for sunflowers in here. Alright. Now after putting some yellow on the background, it looks a little bit more lively with the yellow contrasting with the dark green grass and also the ghoulish looking sky, which I think I should add a little bit more. Let's go turn off that. Alright, then we can go fill in the other thing. Then I can go here, make some space. So yeah, with the ghoulish looking sky with the little hills that kind of look a little bit off from the hills actually, but I think creates a nice little perspective on what type of person Ghil is. I think that should be it for her, and oh wait, of course I need to do her shadows really quick. Darken, saturate, same thing. Whoop, whoop. Oh, forgot. I have to go here, base colors. Whoop, whoop. I don't want her to look too flat, like at least there should be some form. Okay, gonna make a little bit of extra texture to her hair. Alright, now I think that should look good, right? It's not too bad. I did a pretty good job on communicating her form. Mostly, anyway. But right now I think I'm also a little bit distracted right here, where I can barely see her hand. Alright. Okay, I think that's okay. I think that's good enough. I can't do too much, otherwise I'll get too much into detail with certain things. But yeah, that's it for this video of creating my second original character officially on this channel. And I hope you guys have a good day and see you guys next time.